to be in a Steven Spielberg movie for any reason is a huge deal, but to play him and be to lead this film, I'm still trying to figure myself out as an actor, and I have all this stuff to do. So I was incredibly nervous, but the first thing I asked him was, how much of this script really happened to you? And he said, all of it. And I'm like, oh, okay. And so I just tried to get to know him to the best of my abilities, ask him as many questions about his childhood, his relationships, what it was like for him growing up, the people around him, his perspectives on the world and how he felt about himself. And because then I could understand this character and what story he really wanted to tell. And, he filmed his family when he was a kid. He was the documentarian, and so he has tons of footage of his family and his life growing up, and I could see that. And then I could understand the dynamic a little better of his family and what he was like physically, how he moved around and stood upright and smiled. And so I tried physically and emotionally, I could base my stuff off of him, but behaviorally I was free because nobody knows what he would have been like 60 years ago. So I could then make Sammy Fabelman, this character that's, written on this script. And I had a lot of freedom, and it's a lot of nerves. This movie is his life. You don't want to ruin Steven Spielberg's life. And to be around these masters of filmmakers, Michelle Williams and Paul Dano and all this crew and Steven, you don't want to let them down. So it's a lot of pressure, but it was a big challenge, but he just motivates you to dedicate all your time to it, and it was really fulfilling. Kids these days have iPhones and iMovie, and it's so easy to make a movie now, whereas back then the only people who did it were people who had to do it. And the fact that Steven's been doing that since he was 6, no wonder he is where he is today. He's absolutely obsessed, and it's just in his bones. It's so instinctual for him now. It's like breathing. The happiest he is when he's behind the camera, and you just appreciate that, and you understand the pride of being good at something that nobody else knows how to do, and being better at it than most people. It's really insightful. It really makes you understand the character really well.